More Christians are killed for their faith in Nigeria than anywhere else in the world. Since 2009, Islamic jihadists have murdered more than 50,000 Christians in Nigeria, and more than 20,000 churches, schools, and religious institutions have been destroyed, most burned to the ground. Scores of Christians and several others were kidnapped over Holy Week. Nigerian officials have been, unfortunately, complicit in facilitating these atrocities. At the state level, a dozen Nigerian states implement Islamist blasphemy and Sharia laws. At the federal level, the government looks the other way at Islamist violence. The result is, unsurprisingly, yet more jihadist violence. Last year, I introduced the Nigeria Religious Freedom Accountability Act, which would require placing Nigeria back on the country of particular concern list and impose sanctions on officials involved in enforcing blasphemy and Sharia laws. The U.S. government knows who they are at both the local level and the federal level, and they should be held accountable. I'm sorry to say that Nigerian officials are, at a minimum, in denial of the government's role. In October, several officials, including the Deputy Speaker of the Nigerian House and the Chairman of the House Committee on Foreign Affairs, and a range of anonymous officials linked to the President, directly attacked me for saying that, quote, officials in Nigeria are ignoring or even facilitating the mass murder of Christians by Islamic jihadists. Last year, I met with a delegation of top Nigerian defense and security officials. They said they were committed to ending the violence. I told them I would judge their commitment by the results. Those results have yet to materialize. President Trump has established that the United States will use all tools of statecraft to counter the violence. He ordered that Nigeria be added to the CPC list, and in December, he ordered the Department of War to target ISIS terrorists in response to their massacre of Christians. I'll note that the Nigerian government said at the time that it welcomed and indeed requested the actions. I find their statements to be somewhere between hypocritical and infuriating. In December, the president said that jihadists have been targeting Christians in Nigeria, quote, at levels not seen for many years and even centuries. What does the situation look like now, several months later, and what...
Lisa speaks first.
Fulani Oshun, Fulani Ekiti, Fulani Sokoto, Fulani Katsina, Fulani Kaduna, Fulani Plateau, Fulani Benue, Fulani Taraba. Are you the only tribes in Nigeria? You are not the only tribe. There is nothing like profiling of a people. I'm a Fulani man. I'm a grandfather of 8 grandchildren. And we just have to speak the truth. The Bible says you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. As long as we continue to glouse over the truth, we will never get the answer. And I want to say this to our security men: until justice is done, there will never be a solution. If you get a Fulani man that is a killer, deal with him as a killer. If you get a Bureau man that is a killer, deal with him as a killer, and this will come to an end. But you don't give certain people advantage over other tribes. I respect the people that have hosted me, even though I am an indigene of Plateau State, because I was born here. My children are grown up. I have 8 grandchildren. But yet we respect the people we meet on ground. In Maiduguri, my hometown, the people that come to meet us respect us. When the Boko Haram thing started in Maiduguri, it was us, the indigenes, the people, the Kanuris, who came together and said, this thing is among us. And then we started getting on, and then we raised the civilian JTF. That was how Boko Haram was dealt with. Kanuri man will bring his own children and said, Gashina ina chikin Boko Haram. It's not herders and farmers clashes. Intentional genocide, terrorism, and that was
Alright, welcome back, viewers, and Godwin, what's you?
Femi, sincerely, I am short of words. I wouldn't know the right words to qualify my emotions right now. But I am, at the same time, hopeful.
A 10-month baby was sliced.
Was sliced into 2. I'm short of words. Let's leave it at that. One thing I've
and
always
you see the woman now, she's maimed. One of her hands is gone.
is completely out, amputated, and
thank God. What is your take on this? I don't know, because I don't know. We have been talking about insecurity day in, day out, and thank God for Prophet El Buba, who came out as a Fulani man and said, injustice on one is an injustice on all, and there will never be an headway if justice is not served.
You see, the truth is that there can never be lasting peace where there is no justice. No matter how we want to dance around it, there can never be a lasting peace where there is no justice. And when people are forced to keep quiet, not talking, and you think that is peace, they are not reacting, you think that is peace. I call it the peace of the graveyard. The graveyard is quiet. That does not mean that things are okay there. So that is the point. The earlier, thank God for Prophet El Buba, who is a Fulani man, and for speaking the way he just spoke. And I thank God, God has been protecting him. He's not just coming up, he has been speaking that way right from time. Can you see what that woman was narrating? Then tomorrow, the people that tore the baby, 10 years old baby, into 2 and killed the baby in her presence, took a baby from the mother's breast and tore it to 2, killed the husband of the woman, killed another child, then
butchered her head.
Tomorrow, you tell me you are rehabilitating such a killer.
Back to society.
And you want to reintegrate him back, which is society. Will this woman ever be able to live? Even if she decides to forgive, can she have peace? Can she have peace? What of the fear of the unknown that may happen? So it is something that we really need to look into. Honestly, Nigeria government is not doing enough to help this matter. Government can do better. Okay, which angle are we going to start from? Look at the way these people are almost having upper hand over the military. kind of.
Yes.
Because not that the military are not ready to fight back, but the equipment they are using are dated. How can individuals be having weapons that are now visibly becoming more powerful than that of an established military of a country? Is it that we don't have the money to buy guns and latest equipment with which we can fight these people? Look at what is happening everywhere. As he said, Fulani here, Fulani here, Fulani here. Out of almost 450 tribes, every day we are talking about one tribe. And before our very eyes, they were emboldened. And now look at the level they have got it to. They kidnap, they record it, they show it to the world, they take millions from people, they come and start displaying the money. But to tell you the level of boldness, and somebody will tell you there is no agenda. There is a clear agenda. There is a clear agenda. And I think the sentiment about religion is what is making this matter not to end. There are people in government who feel that is their religion that these people are promoting, and so they have to keep quiet or not to do the thing they're supposed to do. That is the confusion here. But at the end of the day, if this is not stopped, everyone will become a victim in one way or the other. I can tell you that.